readings to your planner. Now, if you're an old pro at the calendar and using events, then you probably don't need to watch this, because that's all I did. Now, it took me a minute to figure it out because I'm not a native iPad user. I used PC forever until I got an iPad. So that's up to you if you want to spend the time to watch. First thing I did was I went to Bible Gateway and I picked the reading plan that I was interested in. And next year I think I'm going to do the chronological Bible, the New Living Translation, because that's what that was my new Bible that I got, and the new plan that I downloaded, or the new Bible that I downloaded, which, by the way, I was shocked to discover that the version of the New Living Translation Bible that I downloaded does not equal the one that I got a hard copy of. It really surprised me, because I was looking for a verse and it read entirely different. So just be aware of that. If you do download the New Living Translation, it may not be exactly what you're expecting. And I don't know which one's right, but it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna use both. But I just wanted you to know that I have already done this, and I made it so that it's a repeating yearly, so I never have to do it again if I want to use the same plan. And I'll be happy to share that with you. I made it public, so I'm hoping that means you are able to get a copy of it. I'm not real sure how that works. I read in several places, and most of them said I had to add your email address to the account so that you have access to the calendar. But it also said I could make it public. So to me, that means that you should have access to it. So I'm gonna put a link to this calendar that I've already done in the description. But if you're unable to download it, if you're interested in it, then let me know, and you may want to send me your email address. If you don't, listen, it was a lot of work, and you'll see when I do it for you that it's a day by day. So it's 365 times you've got to do this action. So, I can't figure a quicker way. But let me go ahead and show you. So go to Bible Gateway first and find the Bible plan that you want. The one that I'm giving you, the one that's available, is for chronological. But they have them in, where it's some that let you read the Old Testament and the New Testament and Psalms every day. I think that's how it works. Or they have it Genesis through Revelation. It's up to you. But if you do any of those, then you'll have to create that. And that's why I'm showing you what I did, so you'll be able to do it yourself. All right? And let me go ahead and... Now, did you know, I did not know this, but if I wanted to put my mail and my Zoom notes together, see, I'm going to use the calendar, and I'm going to use Bible Gateway. So that's how this is how I created that combination up at the top. You don't have to do it with the 3 dots. You can just select this and drag it and put it in place. I never knew that until I had to do this. I just accidentally ran on it. That's how I figure out most of my stuff. I just accidentally hit it. But, so I have found, all reading plans. Over on the right is my Bible Gateway, and I've told it New Living Translation. So, honestly, what you're supposed to read is right here. So you really don't have to do any of this work. Just, go here and read it. And because it keeps the calendar for you. But, if you're like me, you like to use only Zoom notes. And I want to be able to use Zoom notes in that that so that I can take notes on it. And anyway, so let's see if I click on that. All reading plans, available ones are Old New Testament, chronological, beginning, historical, Bible in 90 days. Now I might do that again. Read the Gospels in 40 days, New Testament in a year. Anyway, you can look at this. There's just go to the reading plans on Bible Gateway and you'll see all those. So I'm going to do a different one. I'm going to do the Bible in 90 days. All right. And maybe I'll add that to, I don't know. I don't know. See, when you do the fast reading, you really don't study. You read hard and fast, and you don't do too much, going on rabbit trails. And I like to go on rabbit trails. I want to look at the maps. I want to look at the genealogy. I want to see all that stuff. So I have a hard time with reading it in 90 days. I've done it. I enjoyed it. I tell you what, it's the only time I've read the Bible straight through at one sit. Well, it's the only time I've read the Bible through. I'm usually a bounce around kind of reader, and I never knew some things because I bounced around. You have to read the whole Bible to get it. I'm telling you, it is so good when you know what it says everywhere. I learned so much when I read it in 90 days, but that's not what this is about. So maybe, all right, I'm just going to start here and see. Duration is 88 days actually for this plan. And see, it says, if I were reading it, see, it starts right in the middle. So I'm not real sure if this is, I'm trying to figure out if we stepped into it somewhere that we didn't start with day one. I can't tell. But, okay, so forget that. Now go to calendar and create a new calendar. If you click on the little calendar in the top left corner, down at the bottom you can add a calendar. See now, if you look this long list, right in the middle of the purple check is chronological Bible plan. Now I'm going to create a new one and add a calendar. And I think I'm not going to do this 90 days. I'm going to do the Genesis to Exodus. So I'm going to do Genesis to Revelation. Because normally that's how I would read it anyway. All right. And I do done. Well, now I can choose what color I want to use. And I'm going to go to custom and find, I don't know, a green, and do plus, and that's what I'm going to use. Okay, now go back and do done. Now even if I check that and make that the active one, I'm gonna take the check away from this one, and see how my Genesis to Revelation is checked. Now, if I go to that calendar, if I go to I'm going to go to today. Let's see if I'm not real sure where to go to. I need to change it to, I guess I just check off. I didn't need to change it anywhere. I just needed to hold it down. And see, it says I'm on December 11th. So I can start anywhere doing this now. Now, if I do right now, hold down my pen down on the square, it gives me a new place to add something. But notice that the default calendar is my chronological Bible plan. And I don't want to have to keep changing that. So in order to get that to be to default to the one that I want it to do this time, I need to go out to the gear and go to, probably should have, go to the calendar. Sorry, I had to remember. And then go to, see down at the bottom, default calendar is chronological Bible plan. I'm going to change that. I clicked on that, and I'm going to change it to Gen to Revelation. And now that field, at least that field will be the default from until I change it. All right. So now that's done. Go back to the here. So now when I add it, I'm going to tap off, cancel that, and hopefully it'll have taken by the time it got here. So if I go, I'm going to start with today, and see it changed the calendar down toward the bottom to Genesis to Revelation. And all I'm going to do over on the right, I'm looking at the, well, I need to go back because I changed it to, this is the 90 days, and I need to go back to the other one. Go to all reading plans and change it to old and no beginning. I'll start finish. There it is, from Genesis to Revelation. So click on beginning. That's the one I'm going to do. And I probably won't finish this, so don't be looking for this to be available. Okay, so now, see, it's got December 11th, so that's today, is the day I'm looking at. So if I had started in January, it would have read the, I would already be up to Philippians 1 through 4. So now, you're paying attention to the next day, the date, and pay attention to the underneath, the first thing underneath, it says Philippians 1 through 4. Now, it's almost impossible to select that. If you select it, it takes you down to here. So it just jumps down to the bottom. That's all it's doing. So in order to copy it, I always just go here and do copy. And then over on title, do paste. And I put repeat yearly. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to figure out how to set that as a default, so I don't have to keep doing that every time. But, and I have all day checked every year in Genesis and Revelation, and I do add. Okay, then I go to the 12th, and I'm going to add. Now, what you want to pay attention to is you want to make sure that you're getting everything, because the temptation is to get that first thing and not look further because you think that's all there is. But when you start getting into Psalms and Proverbs, you have more than just the top one to read. So you want to be sure that you're getting everything. Now, if I go to the next day, up there, see, now I'm going to read Colossians 1 through 4 tomorrow. So I select it, copy it, title, paste, and then change the repeat to every year. That way I don't have to do this again. Add. Okay. Then, so that's all you have to do is just keep repeating yourself. Open up and to, get it so that you can add a new one. Just hold your pen down till you get that little green thing and let go of it, and it opens the screen up. Go back over here to the next day, and the 13th, and it's 1 Thessalonians 1 through 5, and it's the only thing that I have to read. So I don't have to go down any further since it's all just that one reading. Copy, come over here, do paste, change it to every year. Okay, and do add. And you just keep doing that until you get sick of it. Takes a couple of days maybe if you don't want to just keep doing this, but it's good TV watching stuff if you're not needing to pay attention to the TV. Now, I need to go to Zoom Notes and tell it that I need to shut this down. Close that. Oh, I always do that wrong. Okay, so now I need to tell Zoom Notes that I want to have that. I want to include that Bible reading. It's getting the previous one, but I haven't included this one yet. So I need to go to the Z, go to configure events, go down to the months, and see how to show events. Now, I've just got markers on the months. That's okay. And I still want it to be a list and a list on the weeks and the days. But I need to keep scrolling down. And for weeks, I need to go to the right and tell it that I also want to include Genesis and Revelation and do save. And then I also need to go to the day and do the same thing and save. So now, back, done. You just have to give it a second for it to show up. Oh, I'm on next week. Let's see if I go. I'm in February here on this, so I need to go back to today and see if it's shown up yet. I don't have anything saved for this except for the one that I had already. See, there's Philippians 1-4. If I go to the weekly. So see, it's just added those. And I don't know if you noticed, but this is exactly what I did to have scriptures on every day. So if I go back to today, see up at the top, I've got James 1:5. I put promises. I searched for promises and searched, Googled it and looked for God's promises. And I went ahead and instead of repeating it yearly, I repeated it for a full week. So I should have James 1:5 for every day this week. And it's just some kind of promise. It's a feel-good scripture or a fear not scripture. You don't have a full 52 promises from the list that I got. So I had to find some extras, and I just searched for fear not, because those are the ones you need to help get you through the day. And I did the same exact thing I just did now. I created a calendar. See if I look at my Z and look under configure events, and I look at calendar. Let's see. Select calendars. See up at, where is it? Christian promises. See, I've got a green check next to it, so it's going to show up on Zoom Notes. Okay? And that's it. That's all you have to do. But like I said, it's a lot of work. And if you want the chronological one, I'm going to put the link. And if somebody's able to get it, I would appreciate it that you let me know. And if you want it and you couldn't get it, let me know. And know that I might have to email the permission to you or the link to it. So, I don't know. We'll see. Just let me know either way. All right? Y'all have a great day. That's all. Bye.